Welcome back to our vintage playthrough, episode 22. Well, I got as far as February 2nd, and we kind of need to feed the chickens. They're kind of a little shy. Well, I mean, they're getting really short. We got plenty of bags here. We'll throw one in. It might not take the whole bag. Looks like a full bag there, so probably won't. And I think while we're at it, we'll also go ahead and top up our cows with some more hay. And then we're going to get on to the sales here in March. We actually have sunflowers to sell. And then we're also going to have our silage. We got plenty of silage bales to sell. It's going to be quite the undertaking, but it's going to be very profitable. And then we have some honey. A little bit of honey to sell. There we go. Yeah, we'll throw in a few more bales. I don't think they're gonna... we'll see if we can get 3 in. They're still, like I said, they still have a little bit left. So we might be pushing it. We'll do our best. The more we throw in, the better. Next year we may have to... We might get through one more year. But we may have to start thinking about getting some more hay dried. I think we really only need it for like just a few months during the winter. Actually, there's 3. I see that there's 3 rows there. We're probably actually good for another year. That's crazy how good that works. Yeah, that looks pretty full right here. I think it's only going to be the one more bale. And then they'll be topped up. Let's double check that. Yeah. So they are good there with 2. Pigs we're going to have to sell next month. So we got a busy March coming up. Let's see. Oh, we got some snow accumulation. Whoa, it's slippery too. Yeah, we're going to need this over here for the silage. Let's see if that last row got done fermenting. It should have. Let's see there. Yeah, because we can cut it open. So that is done. It looks like... I'm just seeing how shiny these bales look because of the moisture from the snow. That's nice detail. I really can't wait to see what they do in the next farm sim. I know it's like 2-3 years out yet, but it's nice to see this step here and be like, well, they can't go backwards, so it's like they're gonna have to at least like improve the mechanics. Hopefully, like they do some better stuff with the bale weight, you know, when they're sitting on the ground, and obviously the jiggle stuff and the pallets would be great. Okay, so I think without further ado, we will advance to March here, and then we'll see which one we want to sell first. Holy moly, look at that. $100 for chickens, $2,000 for pigs, and a nice property income as well. That's what we love to see. And the snow has melted. And we got rain. So, what is decreasing here? Should look at that. Yeah, the metal just grew out of nowhere. We probably really didn't even need to feed them. We could have got through. Yeah, so we're going to sell silage bales, sell honey. And we got to sell the pigs. And again, we also have sunflowers that need to sell as well. See, we will have to switch to the flatbed in order to do the silage. So we will do... So I'll do the sunflowers first, and then we could probably do the honey, and then finish up with the silage. We gotta look at getting rid of that roller as well. We're gonna get that 2-in-1 mulcher and a roller. We can just convert it, which will be fantastic. Let's see, sunflowers. Well, yeah, better figure out where these are going before we dump them in, because we've... Okay, farmer's market. It's right close to us. No problem at all. I was thinking we might look at starting to expand the farm too with some other fields. We could get rid of this tree here. We do own a little bit of property over here. Get rid of this tree. We could drill another field right in here. That'd be a pretty good size. But that's a little long-term thinking right now. Don't want to go too crazy either. I like the smallness of the farm. Makes it quite nice. Be nice to get a different cultivator, but I was looking at those, and we're going to need some more horsepower than what we have. A 150 ain't going to cut it. Gotta start getting to like 250, unfortunately. Okay. Man, it must be really coming down. Those wipers are going crazy. Here we are. We'll dump in first person. $9,080 and a 624 environmental score. Okay, let's get this configured to a flatbed. And then we should probably do the honey first. Well, actually, yeah, let's do the honey. We drive straight in this time. And we can just back straight out and maybe get loaded like that. Standard, we want bale trailer. We should probably... Let's go grab the skid steer. We can pop them on. I don't know if we'll ever decide to get a different either skid steer or get a front loader, something that can handle more weight. And then we could actually start making our bales a little bit bigger. And then we'd have less of them, which would be kind of nice too. Let's double stack, I think. Give that a shot. Very nice passive income. Again, it's not a whole lot, but it is something. There we go. I suppose we could just stack and drive right into the back of it here. It's not like we got a lot to load. We'll just put it on the back end without tipping. I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. There we go. Excellent. Strap it in. Now where are these going? Farmer's market as well. That's nice. Nice and close. Can we back out without third person? Use the mirrors. Now we hit the shed. We'll take the back way in. It'd be cool if we could get this land purchased around the farmer's market and we could drill another field over here. I'm gonna see what it would take to purchase or at least have access to that. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta be like right here for pallets. 4,658. Yeah, let's check that out once. If we were going to do that. No, that's with this whole big thing. We're not going to do that big of a lot. That's crazy. 555,000 for that too. Oofta. I guess we'll load the left stack first. Something like right in there. So we're supposed to get like 28,000. Let's see. I'm trying to think how many we can fit. I think we typically get like 6. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, it definitely works a lot better if we could load the truck on a flat surface, like down here, without having to go on that, over that hill. I don't know how we could really improve that. I suppose what we could do is maybe like just do a 360 and load it on this road behind us. Might have to do that. We need a different game plan of approach. It was giving me a lot of grief. But at least we got it all done. It's all loaded. We'll put that wrapper back where it belongs. Close up shop there. Because we're actually going to need the animal trailer here anyway. I'd like to stay a little ways away from that fence if we could. Make sure the wheels are angled with the fence, so otherwise it trails off too much. Something like that, I think. Alright, we'll leave it there. Last load. Damn, another 7,000. We're up to 69,000. That is awesome. Is there anything on sale? Yeah, see, these are 320, 300. Honestly, these would probably be way too big for our playthrough anyway. That'd be ridiculous. I may jump on ModHub and see if there's anything a little bit smaller, but yet bigger than the one we currently have. Alright, task list, sell silage bales, complete. And then we also sold the honey. We still gotta sell the pigs, but we might do that March 2nd. But I've been thinking about that small trailer we have that's been sitting over here collecting dust and losing value each and every month here. It should hook up to this truck. I believe it's a ball hitch. No. Maybe it's a straight. Nope, it's a straight one. We'll grab a tractor. I think we're just going to get rid of that. Like, there's been a couple times I wanted to use it, and then it wouldn't hook up with the right hitch, and it's just been sitting there. If we need a flatbed, we always use the truck. And I mean, it only makes sense. We should be able to get, you know, a little something out of it. Yeah, we tried to hook up to the hitch on our car, and that didn't work. Like, the one thing you could actually use it, and you can't. We're going to take a cab tractor because it is raining. And we're not going to get pelted here. No way. This tractor could use a little rinse off here anyway. Wonder if it's just going to rain all day here in March. I bet we probably get like, I'm going to guess, let's say around 5,000 for it. I have no idea. Maybe it's 8, maybe it's 3. I'm going to guess 5. Moment of truth. 2001 I was way off. Yeah, we're not gonna, we could fix it or repaint it, but I'm not gonna bother. 2141. Yeah, it's nice. We'll get our animal trailer hooked up here, so it's ready to go, and then I think we'll take a nap. Like I said, we got another day yet in March. Might utilize it, see if anything comes up in the sales. Yeah, this one hooked up to our truck either, so it's good to know. Yeah, we'll probably just leave this right here like that. Nice. I like it. Okay, let's take a nap, and then I guess we'll have to sell some pigs. Okay, we're up to 71,000. Is there anything in the sales today? That is interesting. Might have been cool to start with that. I really do like this tractor too. I probably would have liked this one a lot better than that Deutz we had, but the Deutz was our high-powered tractor, but this is only 32 horsepower. We could obviously switch it to the green one as well. I really like both of these. These were, you had to pay for these on 22. And that is 5 meters. That is, what is a subsoiler? But look at that, 350 horsepower. So I don't know if we're going to have to eye up a bigger tractor. Again, I don't want to get too, like, modern in look. We're going to kind of keep this a low-key playthrough. 190. Yeah, like 200 would probably be our top horsepower. Is there any in here? Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. So I'm going to like probably look for a different cultivator, maybe in the mod hub, or a disc harrow, something we got to hit. Well, that's 150 there. 4.5. 150, yeah, our tractor's 140. And our current cultivator, or disc harrow, is 3. So that would be an upgrade. That might work. I mean, we're like 10 horsepower shy, but there is a little squeeze room on that. Yeah, we might go with that, this Unio one. I think, does that fold up nicely? It looks like it does. So we get through. Yeah, we'll probably look at doing this one, I think, for now, unless we get something better. 150 at 4.5. 150 at 4, but that doesn't fold, right? That's just, yep. Yeah, and everything else is more powered. Yeah, that's probably what we'd look at. But that mulcher's first on our list. So we can roll and mulch a lot quicker. Yeah, we'll probably make the 2 trips, because we have an odd number of pigs here. So we'll make 2 trips, and I think we'll just hold over the 1 like we've been doing. And we'll wait for another batch before we... I mean, it does decrease in value. So it's kind of tough in that regard. Well, let's take a look here. Yeah, so 24 months. These are at 21, so I mean, we got some right behind. And these are right behind too. 5 of them. Would have been nice to have these in batches of 4. Well, we could fit 4 pigs in the trailer. Maybe I will come back for the 1. It kind of seems like a waste, but if you start getting reduced price, then they ain't eating so much food either. Yeah, we'll just come back for the 1. Alright, let's run these down to the animal dealer. Uma, stay out of the way. Load 1 coming on in. Here we go. And off you go. 24 months. 10 grand. Nice. Let's go grab the last oddball. I was thinking about this field here on the right. I think that's a single buying one. We could buy that as a single. You can. Look at that. And that is 35,000. That would not be a bad one to get. Let's do a quick fly on that. Yeah, I mean that's like a really nice size for this farm. Ideally, it'd be nice if you could do something over here, but like you can't because obviously that costs a lot of money. But this little nice one here, I think if we do one there, or buy that one, and then we could drill this one. Obviously, this one will be no cost. We just got to rent a drill. We could run it down to here. That'll give us 2 more fields. But I was thinking what we'll probably end up doing is we'll buy the, well, that roller mulcher. That was like next on the list. We'll get that because we're going to need it after we start planting. And I think we should just go ahead and get that cultivator as well. Unless there is something in the mod hub. Yeah, that one's getting pretty old. Give us a little bit better working with as well, which would be nice. And I think we could just get both of those. We're gonna need them. It'll cut a lot of time out. And then I think after that, aside from maybe one more tractor, I think we could go ahead and start focusing on a little more land. Yeah, we'll grab this odd one. You know what I should do is we're going to take a little bit of a hit. Let's see here. We should maybe start cutting these down to 4. So I'll buy this. Let's see. We'll take one of these with since we have the room. Let's see. Select. Move to trailer. That'll give us 4 on that one. And then there's 6 of them at 4 months. That's weird. And then we'll take One of the 17 ones. We're losing a little bit of money on these, but if we can get this worked out better, we'll save on some food as well. I should have actually did this one because it was older. Then we can have batches of 4 instead of 5. Yeah, I can't. We're full now, right? Yeah, we got 4 on there. I should have. We could still move that one over. 6. Well, actually, that one was better. 17. When we sell again, we'll grab this one, and then maybe 2 of these. Again, we're taking a hit on them. But if we can start getting reproducing in batches of 4, then it's only one, it's one trip down. That's a lot better than coming back for one oddball pig. Okay, let's head back down. Alright, let's see what we get. There we go. 22 to almost 8,000 it looked like. What was our total? Let's see, sold animals 20,000. Nice. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do is we'll end it there for today's episode. I think what I'm gonna do here is I'll get the cultivator. Let's back this up a little farther this time. I'm gonna get the cultivator and also the roller hooked up to the tractors. I'm gonna like park these, I think, right in front by the house. So when I come back on the next episode, I'll remember we're gonna get these sold. I think we should, like I said, it's very important we upgrade, get a little bit better working with, so we can get more done quickly. We'll probably obviously have to put one off on a worker, one can plow. Well, actually, that's all we're gonna be able to do because we gotta plow and then we gotta plant. Maybe while that one's... while we're planting, the other one can plow. And then, yeah, we'll make some progress. We'll also have to, like I said, roll. So I definitely want to get that new roller. So I'm going to get this farm all hooked up to the roller. And then, like I said, in the next episode, we're going to sell these. And then we're going to go from there. Looking forward to it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.